Rob, last thing before we wrap up. The clip that you just pulled up, what Schumer said on MSNBC. So if you can play this clip here, go ahead.
Solicited pronouncement on the intelligence community. This was his tweet just a little while ago tonight. You see the scare quotes there. The intelligence briefing on so-called Russian hacking was delayed until Friday. Perhaps more time needed to build a case. Very strange. We're actually told, intelligence sources tell NBC News since this tweet has been posted, that actually this intelligence briefing for the president-elect was always planned for Friday. It hasn't been delayed. But he's taking these shots, this antagonism, this taunting to the intelligence community.
You take on the intelligence community, they have 6 ways from Sunday at getting back at you. So even for a practical, supposedly hard-nosed businessman, he's being really dumb to do this.
What do you think the intelligence community would do if they were motivated?
I don't know, but from what I am told,
right there.
They are...
Who's the wrong group to piss off in politics? Is it them?
Well, that is frightening, though, what he said. And I even think it's interesting because Rachel Maddow, for being a lefty and everything, it seemed to me that I remember this because I've talked about this numerous times. The idea that the elected official is saying, if you question the agencies who are supposed to work for the people that are elected by we the people, somehow you're in trouble. That is backwards. That's not how it's supposed. And this is a scary thing. The people who put their name on the ballot, they're the ones who are supposed to be accountable. You don't like what they do, you throw them out of office. Not these unelected people in the intelligence community or the Faucis of the world. That is so wrong. But I remember this, and I talked about this a number of times.
Is this not criminal, though? Is this not criminal?
It's wrong. It's sure wrong. And whether it's the intelligence community, the FBI, the DOJ, the ATF, what the ATF did to this Brian Malinowski down in Little Rock, Arkansas, knocked on him because he sold 6 guns. He's the highest paid official in the Little Rock government, runs the Bill and Hillary Clinton Airport. ATF came to his door pre-dawn, put the sticker on his doorbell cam so they couldn't see. 58 seconds later, he is dead. For a search warrant, just go when he's not there and get the guns or whatever. It's like, yeah, this is it right here. This is so wrong what happened here. This is something else we're in the process of investigating. This.
What happened again here? He sold what? You said 6?
He sold 6 guns without an FFL, Federal Firearms License. And he was a gun hobbyist. And the ATF says, oh, you didn't have a license. We're going to come exercise a search warrant. Not for him, but for, whatever. Do it when he's not there. Don't come in at 6 a.m. A guy with guns thinks he's being robbed. They 10 cars pulled up. You got to watch the testimony. His lawyer came and testified. Bud. Can
you pull it up, Rob? I didn't know about the story.
It's what's he's a former U.S. attorney who represents the family now. He came and testified. It was powerful. His widow was there. She came and.
Is that it?
No, I don't think that's. It might be. It's such a sad story. And but anyway, that just got me thinking about all these agencies and how they unelected people doing the things they're doing. Yeah, this is it. Bud Cummings, that's right. Former U.S. attorney is representing the family. Mr. Malinowski's wife was there. After the hearing, she came up and hugged me. It's the saddest thing, what happened. Yeah, it's troubling.
Are they as get out of jail card to be able to do stuff like this and not be held accountable? Is that where they're at? The intelligence?
Let's hope not. Let's hope not. And what we can do is best way we can begin to change it is 7 days from now on this election and make sure President Trump and Republicans win.
You're going to think I'm crazy when I tell you this, but the last 13 and a half years, I've been working on my first fiction book to write, ever. Fiction book to write. And while I finished this book, a year ago, I got the strangest phone call about one of the characters in the book where the guy wanted to meet with me and he read the book. And afterwards is like, wait a minute, am I the villain in the book? This is a story about a character named Asher, who is half Armenian, half Assyrian, whose father was involved in the Iranian Revolution, linked to Savak, working with the Shah, that they escape and he gets recruited to a secret society. Well, when you go to the secret society, it's been around for a couple thousand years. They've developed some of the craziest leaders of all time. And they test you. There's unique tests that they have at the society where they test to see your emotional mental toughness. One of the tests that they have is very rigorous. It's purely mental. Of course, there's a physical one, but one is mental and emotional. If you're Armenian, if you're Syrian, if you're Persian, this is a book you're going to be reading and saying, holy moly, this is the kind of stuff you talk about in here? Yes. If you're somebody that's fascinated by history, this is a book for you. Characters. There's a technology that this society, secret society, builds where you go into a vault. I won't spoil it for you. When you go down, they have a technology where you get to sit down and watch and have a 3-4 hour conversation with Tupac. You can set up a debate between Karl Marx and Ayn Rand. Karl Marx is in the book, who wrote Communist Manifesto. Ayn Rand, who wrote Atlas Shrugged, is in the book. Marilyn Monroe explains the concept of seduction and sex in the book. When you read the book, it's about development of the next leaders in the world and how they do it and how they've been doing it for many years. And it's also about how to prevent the end of civilization and how this organization goes about doing it. So, I've never written a parenting book before, but if I ever wrote a parenting book, this is the closest thing to it because it's all mindset, a lot of crazy stories. Again, 13 and a half years. Trust me, I told myself I will not publish this book until I sell my insurance company and I'm fully disconnected from it, where it's no longer my responsibility 100%. When you read this, if you're a creative person, if you like fiction books, if you enjoyed Atlas Shrugged, or if you enjoy Divergent, if you like books like that, I think you're going to enjoy reading this book. It's the creative side. Business books is very easy. Here's how you do it. Here's how this how it works. This is very creative. If you haven't placed the order yet, now you can order it on Simon & Schuster, Amazon. I'm going to put the link up below somewhere here, maybe even in my profile. Go order the book and read it. I've never written a book where I can't wait to read your reviews to see what you think about this book. So I'm going on this wild journey and we have some plans with this book here. If you support the things that I work on, I would appreciate you going and reading the book, order the book on Amazon, and then post a review. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.